This story took place on my 18th birthday. When I had just turned 18 years old, my mom, who had been throwing a party for me, invited my family and my best friend over. I've always been particularly interested in my aunt, but she was so much different from the rest of my family. She would always be drinking and smoking weed, which is two things I love doing. During the party, me and my aunt decided to grab 2 pack of IPAs and start drinking with each other to lighten up our mood a bit. I have pretty bad depression, so once I've had one beer, my mind tells me I need to drink more and more and more until eventually I've drank an entire 6 pack. She's a pretty small person and it doesn't take her nearly as much alcohol to get wasted as it did for me. Once we had finished, I went and fetched another pack of IPAs and some vodka to mix with our juice. After finishing to a third of the next pack and downing 2 glasses of juice each with vodka mix, we were giggling our asses off. Majority of the party guests had left and it was starting to get a little late. My mom confronted me and let me know that she was heading out for the night to hang out with some of her friends, which I thought was odd but didn't question it. By the time my mom had gone, the only people left at our house was me, my brother, and my aunt. Clearly, neither of us were able to drive. So my brother was too young to drive, so I offered my aunt to stay overnight in my room. Once we both went upstairs to settle down, I started a conversation about me and my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend had cheated on me and dumped me for no particular reason. And at the moment, my drunk mind was making a huge deal out of it. I went over every single detail of what could have happened between us with my aunt, but we couldn't figure it out. Eventually, I brought it up how only a few weeks before my girlfriend and I had both had sex and took her and lost our virginity to each other, and I began to think that I somehow pushed her away because of that. My aunt was always pretty funny and unlike anybody else in my family, she was willing to talk about anything with me. If I caused or brought up a sensitive subject in front of my other family members, they wouldn't talk to me. At first, she started jokingly asking me about the details, like did she like it or how long did you last. Eventually, she started asking me serious questions like how long was your dick? Did you fuck her hard? Started being asked, and of course, my drunk self didn't see this going anywhere. After dozens of questions, she started to quiet down, and we sat on my bed in silence for what seemed like forever, but it was probably only 5 minutes. It was when she turned to me and asked, can I say it? I was caught off guard at first and I started to laugh, but once I noticed she wasn't laughing with me, I realized she was being serious. Long story short, I showed my aunt my dick and let us having sex in my room. I would go more into detail, but I'm not sure how far I'm allowed to go on here. If someone actually wants to hear about this weird story. Realizing my aunt was being serious about wanting to see my dick, I sat there for a second thinking about what exactly I was supposed to say. After a while of thinking, I told her, I'm not really sure I know what to do. In which she replied, are you comfortable with me looking myself? And I sat there for a moment wondering if this was really happening, and I very likely nodded yes. Once immediately my aunt stood up from the bed. I moved over towards her. Once she sat in front of me, she dropped down to her knees and scooted forward towards me, unbuttoning my red ass jeans until she saw my crotch. By this point, I was extremely turned on and my tight underwear was making a visible bulge in them. I felt like I was in heaven. My aunt bit her lip and grabbed the waistband off my underwear in one jerking motion. She put my underwear down to my knees, quickly exposing my dick. Can't remember what exactly happened next, but I just remembered my looking my aunt in the eyes and she was sucking my dick. It didn't take very long until my orgasm built up. As I moved over, she unzipped my jeans and pulled them all the way until they were off. Now in her brown underwear, she walked over to my bed and crawled over the top of me until she was straddling me. After teasing me and groping my dick, she finally decided that I had have enough to wait and undid my panties. I don't know how long it went for. My aunt rode me until I came inside her. After my orgasm died, and probably took me less than 5 minutes to pass out from exhaustion. By the time I woke up, my aunt had redressed. I was ready to head back to our apartment. We hugged and said our goodbyes, and I've had quite a few conversations about it ever since it happened. Me being the fucking pervert I am hoping it's the first time of many times. Thank you for listening to my perverted drunk incest story. I found this story on Reddit. I did actually fuck my aunt. This is some Alabama shit right here. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.